Hey Scouts, now we're going to take some time to do one of our favorite camp out activities, arts and crafts. We will start with Baloo and Fuego Azul showing us how to make rockets out of empty film canisters. Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Baloo and this is Fuego Azul.
Hi.
And we're almost on camera, there we go. And we are going to be demonstrating how to make film canister rockets. What you need is an old-fashioned film canister with a lid. No, I got this. Some Alka-Seltzer, so a fizzy sodium bicarbonate tablet. And if you actually want to make the rocket, to decorate it like that, you need paper and scissors. All right, ready for instructions? Seriously?
Yes.
No, let's be safe. All right, first thing you want to do, we're going to do the decoration part and build our rocket. So the first thing we want to do is make the body piece of the rocket. So to do that, you need to cut a piece of paper approximately 3 inches by 5 inches. It needs to be long enough to wrap around the film canister. This is you making a 3 inch by 5 inch rectangle. Okay? Inches are right there. Okay. So make a mark at 3 inches. Slide it over this way a little bit. Make another mark at 3 inches. Good. And then draw a line. Good. Now cut that all the way across. Okay?
That's it.
Our table is on the side of a mountain today. Everything's rolling. So it has to be big enough to fit around the rocket. It's pretty close. Probably should have measured the 5 inches too. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is wrap that all the way around, leave it a little bit higher than the open end, and put a piece of tape so it stays together. You hold that, so you put a piece of tape.
That's it.
All right, you tape it.
Nice and please. Just like origami.
All right, and so you can take that off for right now. And the next thing we're going to do is make the nose cone of the rocket. That's the pointy bit on top. And for that, you need a circle. The easiest way to do that is to trace something. So we've got a can of chicken broth here to trace. You want to make it yellow or a different color?
Maybe I'll just go with everybody, since you don't have specific colors, if you want, you can even make it Pikachu themed, which I strongly suggest because I love Pikachu. Sometimes this looks like a machine did it. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Can I borrow the scissors for a minute? Okay. So the next thing you want to do to your circle is cut it just like that, right to the middle. Because then what you're going to be able to do with it is twist it around and tape it into a cone shape. Further, all the way to the middle. And you want the cone to be bigger than the top of your rocket when you twist it up. So go ahead. Right you are. And you can, if you keep moving it together, you'll make it smaller. So make it as big as you want, as long as it fits over.
I never wanted the babies made it on accident. You wanted to make it triangle.
All right. So, and go ahead and tape it so you've got the cone there. And then we do a tricky bit. Take 2 pieces of tape and put them on the inside of the cone like that, okay? And then
you can stick it to the inside of your what I call the body paint.
You know what? We're gonna do that the other way. My mistake, put the tape inside the rocket body. It's going to work ever so much better. Just like that.
Unless you want it the hard way, which is the opposite way.
And then put the nose cone on top and make sure the tape is stuck, like that piece is not. Kind of need long fingers for this, so if you are a small person with small hands, you might want a belt to help you out.
Unless you know how to grow your finger like Pinocchio's nose.
All right, so far so good. Now, my rocket has fins. Do you want your rocket to have fins?
Sure.
Okay.
The merrier, I always say.
What color are the fins going to be?
I think I might just make them red.
Okay. Pull out that red piece of paper. And this time what we're going to do is you want a rectangle of paper that is about an inch to 1.25 inches tall. Okay?
Yes.
Because that's how tall your fins are going to be. And Marilyn, Fuego Azul, I apologize for doing this part for you, but it's a little bit tricky.
Hey,
So,
you're the measuring master. I can't measure that well.
so what you want to do is have a square piece of paper, and you could cut it into 2 triangles if you went right from point to point, but instead of doing that, we're going to cut it just a little bit off from the corners. So that what you end up with is a trapezoid. Fancy name, right?
Yeah.
So, trapezoid.
And the reason why you want it like this, which is probably obvious, and instead you can call me Mrs. Obvious. But the extra flap you can use with the tape to connect it to your rocket. And yes, you can call me Mrs. Obvious now.
All right. This is obvious. Take the fin and fold it so that you've got a triangle.
That looks like a shark fin.
So let's see if we can show that to the camera. So like that. Okay. So you've got a triangle and then a rectangle. And what you want to do is tape the rectangle part to the side of your rocket. Why don't you go ahead and fold those?
Yeah, it's like origami things. So it's gonna be easy.
And then just tape the fins to the rocket and try and get them spaced evenly around the circle of the body.
Now, is this just decoration, or does it help it fly?
Take the one that has the tape on it. Put it on the rocket.
Sorry.
That's okay. Well, in a real rockets have fins so that they wobble around as they're flying through the air. So it helps them stabilize. Our rocket doesn't really have that much power, and so probably
Decoration.
more decoration. Yeah. All right.
And when you hold it sideways, it should remind you kind of like a dart.
Yeah, kind of. So like that.
Yep.
All right. Hang on just a second. One more little piece of tape to fix this.
I believe I can do this.
All right. Now, we've got our rocket body on the film canister. I'm going to leave it a little bit up and put a piece of tape so it stays out of the way. It could go all the way down to the bottom. That would be fine. But it's a little bit easier to grab a hold of the rocket and close it. which is what you need to do to launch it. So let us clean up our paper here real quick. And
No paper.
Fuego Azul, why don't you go ahead and put on a pair of safety glasses?
Because I'm Fuego Azul, of course, I'm going to wear the blue. Because in case you guys don't know Spanish, Azul means blue in Spanish. I feel like I'm wearing glasses right now. Except I can't see far.
So the next thing we're gonna do is we have to get our rocket fuel.
Which is Alka-Seltzer.
Yes, you said it.
Yeah, I said it.
it.
Alka-Seltzer, finally. I said it.
Been having
I
a little
said it.
trouble with pronunciation. So put that glass of water right here, there, where everybody can see it. Okay, don't move it. So real rockets are powered by fancy rocket fuel that burns. Now
It's super expensive.
we're not going to have any fire. Our rockets are going to be propelled by gas. So if you've never seen what Alka-Seltzer does before,
3.
see all the bubbles?
And when you cover it, it'll
Yeah.
explode.
Move it in a little closer. That's all the bubbles, and that's what's going to fuel our rocket, because all of those bubbles are going to be trapped inside the film canister.
And with all the bubbles rising to the top, it'll create pressure that makes it shooting up.
There you go.
Anybody want some Sprite? We got some dangerous Sprite for you.
All right. Can you get the water with the measuring spoon and put it in the middle of everything?
This is the middle of everything.
All right.
Wait, do you want it to be in the middle of the table or in the middle of my belly?
I do not want it in the middle of your belly. All right, my friends. To launch your rocket, you need about half a tablet of Alka-Seltzer and 1 teaspoon of water. Now
And
this,
if you add it too much, it's gonna go far away.
this is actually a half teaspoon measure. Way over here, where you guys can't see it. But I've put half a teaspoon of water in there. Fuego Azul, can you get your rocket and take the cap off?
Wait.
Oh, the cap is off. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, turn it over. No. There you go. We gotta put water in it. So 1 teaspoon of water. All right, hang on to it right there.
3.
And this is what we're gonna do. We'll do it. Can you get your lid and let me have that lid?
Okay. I never. We got a little confused there. Sorry
Alright.
about that.
So let's see. We want people to be able to see your rocket when it takes off. So nope, right about forward that way a little bit. Nope, away from you. Too far. Over here. Is your rocket in the screen? Sorry, technical difficulties, my friends.
Technical difficulties.
Here's-
Italian.
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to put in fact, I'll do it. You're going to drop the Alka-Seltzer in there, snap the lid on, turn it over, and step back.
Got it.
Okay? So here you go. 1, 2, 3. Snap it on good.
Step back. And
You have-
I broke.
You have to snap it on.
Technical difficulty.
We will try that again in a minute. Let's do this one instead. So, water, Alka-Seltzer tablet. You have to snap. That's not a good lid. Now we're really doing well. Snap the lid on. Oh, and then it'll pop.
It almost hit my face. That's why I stepped back.
All right, hang on a second. We need to dry these off and try again.
Sorry about this chemical reaction, but not all science ends perfect. You know?
That is true.
And this is science. So in case you guys didn't like science, now you do.
All right. So tell me something, as long as we're talking about science. What could you do to experiment with your rocket? Do you know? We've got 2 parts of our fuel, water and Alka-Seltzer tablets. How should we do an experiment to see how the fuel affects the rocket?
How about let's do this? We'll put one full and one half and see if how one full might boost it up or might slow it down, and with the half, the same thing.
So change how much Alka-Seltzer is in there?
Yeah. One of our test rockets will have one hole. And in case you didn't know math, now you do. Now you do know fractions because I'm about to do it. See? Index finger right there, and that makes a half. I'm not sure if you. Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna use one half and one whole.
Ready? We're just doing a half. We've got to get one of these to actually launch, you know?
Yeah. Otherwise, people can't see the result.
Woo!
And it launched,
All right,
but not
that one-
so well.
That one went about a foot. Partly that's because that's got really heavy paper on it. It's using cardstock. So
We're gonna make it with live paper.
let's try. Oh yeah, that'll be a good thing.
Okay.
So let's try yours, Fuego Azul.
More fuel equals more power. Now, if there's not that much power, it won't be able to lift the paper. And because of gravity, that's even more of a downer. So maybe one full will do it. Move
Oh,
back.
it's leaking.
And
Nope,
everybody.
don't. Stay back. So one of the things you should do if your rocket has water leaking out the bottom is be very careful if it doesn't launch. You can wait for a little while till the chemical reaction's done. You can be really sure to point it away from you, all sorts of things like that. All right, we need different rockets.
Because we don't want to be in charge of serious injuries.
We certainly don't want to be in charge of them, but we don't want to be the cause of them either.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Now remember, everybody, this is science. So everybody step back from the camera.
There's one going.
I love to
We need to find one that's got a really tight seal.
That means we have to test all of them. And we can.
I don't think we'll do that because we have like 100.
Why don't we just use the power of technology and speed it up?
All right. Ready? Let's see if this one. Oh, there is. There you go. Theoretically. That one was a tight lid. Holy guacamole!
That hurt my ear.
That was a rocket, huh?
That was so loud.
Where did it go?
Oh, go here. You go here. I get it now.
All right, you want to try that one again since it was a good one?
Yes.
All right.
Now remember, everybody, this is science, and we don't want to be the cause of serious injuries. So point it away from yourself and be a good lad.
Yeah. Actually, don't hold on to it. It's not a matter of pointing it away from yourself. It's do not hold it while it is launching. You
Wait,
definitely want to put it
Baloo
down
said.
and step away.
what Baloo said.
Baloo.
Baloo said. What Baloo said.
All right. Here we go. You put some water in there. Let's see if we can get this to work again.
Please tell me this will work. And if it's not, goodbye, ear. Wish you farewell.
All right.
I suggest putting a camera out because this thing, the pop, will hurt your ears. And I just experienced that right now.
All right. So where is this one going to go so that we can see it? Oh, too far.
Wait, if we put it too next, then it's going to explode in my face.
No, that's what you should step back.
Sure.
All right. You want to do it this time or do you want me to?
I'm going to do it.
All right. You drop those. Whoop, you drop those in, and I'll put the lid on. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yep, that's still a really tight one. Whoa! Bounced off our tent. Very cool.
Now you guys love science. Those people who don't like science, now you do.
All right. What time is it?
And great, we lost the cap, unless it's this one.
No, the cap's right here.
Ah,
All right.
no, I
So,
thought this was the cap.
oh, sorry, this is the bottom. This is the cap. You want to try 2 at once, or have we done enough?
I feel like we should do one whole.
Do one whole tablet. All right,
Yes.
get out one whole tablet. Make sure that.
And those of you who have a big enough container to put in too, I suggest using a camera.
Yeah, no. I
Unless
suggest
the camera
doing
explodes.
one tablet, because one of the problems is if you put too much in there, and the gas builds up too fast, you'll still be too close to it. Putting it down in the water was probably not the best.
I didn't even notice there was water in there.
That's okay.
so just now.
You drop it in, I'll put the lid on. Go ahead, it's not gonna hurt anything.
I just like the feel of the bubbles.
Back up. Oh, it's leaking this time. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, we got lots of little bubble leaks.
Should we seal it quickly?
No, it's not gonna seal because it was
Hi, Mr. Dave.
I think that's what you were supposed to do. All right, hang on a second. Well, we still have a whole bunch of Alka-Seltzer in there. Let's see if we can.
This is
seal
the
it.
best part about having the whole thing. It doesn't succeed at first. Cry, cry. Here's a baby's motto. If you're first, you don't succeed. Cry, cry again.
All right,
This
here we
baby
go.
cries so much. I really
Let's see if it's gonna leak this time.
If this thing leaks, it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah, still leaking. Oh, very
I
sad.
think maybe the 2 other explosions might have destroyed it.
I don't think that's quite how it works. But I tell you what we can do. Let's do one quick experiment, okay?
Wait, what if we put in 3 tablets?
No, we're not going to put it in tablets.
It'd be fun.
What we're gonna do is find tight-fitting
Hi.
lids and try and do 2 at once. Stay there.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay, everybody, a little jokes to pass the time. It's called building a rocket. When you build a rocket, first you need a troop leader, a troop leader, and a troop leader.
All right.
That's all for today.
Here's what we're gonna try. We're gonna put 1 teaspoon of water in each rocket.
And we're going to put 1 hole and 1 half.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. So,
I'm reading minds. This is so
can you get me
nice.
another package of Alka-Seltzer?
Well, I got 1 hole
I
for
know.
you,
Okay, give me 1 hole.
and then 1 half.
All right.
Now, if you want, you can guess in your head or in the chat or wherever you can. Which do you think it is going to rock it better? Do you think the half is going to rock it better or the 1?
Okay, so we're gonna put the half in the one that's farther away, and the whole one here. Okay?
Yes.
Are you sure you can snap the lid right? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you put the tablet in, and I'll do the lid. Okay?
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Flip it over. Back. That's right.
Well, the one with the whole tablet leaking water, it's not gonna pop. Darn
How
it.
come it always leaks?
I don't know. That one didn't go. Wowzers. All right.
It almost landed on my foot. Hooray.
All right. Come on back up here, Marilyn, and let me get rid of that one. Okay. Have a
In case
seat.
you guys didn't know what bubbling Sylvester looks like, now you do.
All
Looks
right.
like ice cream. Too bad I can't eat it.
I hope that you have enjoyed the Film Canister rockets as much as Fuego Azul did. And now we're going to send it back to M&M for some arts and crafts.